Professor, for those of us who are not distinguished experts like you, I mean, what are, in simple terms, the key effects that extreme heat has on the human body?
At these horrific temperatures, basically our body can no longer maintain our temperature. So we overheat, which shuts down our organs, and we also dehydrate, which shuts down our organs. Other problems can be the worsening air pollution or smoke from wildfires, so people with breathing difficulties like asthma have trouble. And then very sadly, a lot of people will say, well, I have to cool off, I need to go into the river or the sea. And we do see a lot of drownings from people not taking precautions, just trying to cool off.
And who is most at risk? Is it the young, the old, or pretty much everyone?
Well, we are all at risk and we all have to take precautions. What we see is that people who are old, children, and those who have long-term pre-existing health conditions are particularly at risk. Certainly babies have to be watched because they have a lot of skin, a lot of area, but not a lot of mass, and they can't really tell us I'm feeling hot. Many old people will live alone and not even be aware that they are overheating or in trouble. So we must always look on elderly people within our networks, particularly those who live alone.
So what are the quick fixes? I mean, how do you go about mitigating the risks if you simply can't leave these areas?
We definitely have to drink a lot of water, and we heard that from Italy and Greece. Avoid alcohol, avoid coffee, drink lots and lots of water, and really it's just about staying cool. With this length of heat wave, when it does not cool down at night, our bodies cannot adjust, and so it's wonderful to hear that Athens is opening cooling centers. We need more of those. But not everyone has that opportunity. If they miss work, they lose income, they don't eat, or they get fired. So really try and find some way to stay cool, stay out of the sun, drink lots and lots of water, and just be aware of how you're feeling, and definitely check on people around you to ensure that they are okay and not too hot.
I mean, communities in the Middle East and India and Africa are perhaps more familiar with these kind of temperatures. How well equipped, or perhaps how well prepared, would you say, are southern European countries in terms of their infrastructure to withstand these kind of temperatures?
Southern Europe knows about heat. They do get it, and we've heard that wonderful measures that Greece is taking as well as Italy. The problem is now the extent of the heat waves and also the temperatures, which if they don't break records this year, they will eventually. So it is very hard to tell people stay at home or stay in cooling centers for several days in a row. It's very hard to tell agricultural workers to not go to work, and then that will have knock-on effects on our food supplies. So ultimately, no matter how hot it has been in the past, and Southern Europe has dealt with it and has been well prepared, we've a long way to go to be ready for the terrible temperatures that we are expecting in the future.
Really? I mean, this isn't a one-off. You think we should really get ready for more of this on a regular basis?
Unfortunately, this is going to be the norm rather than the extreme. We are going to have to look at our transportation networks because railway lines buckle in the heat, roads can become unsafe. If too many people use air conditioning, that's going to lead to power outages, and then none of us can stay cool. And at these temperatures, above 40 degrees Celsius with humidity, turning on a fan can actually dehydrate us faster because it simply blows hot, humid air onto us. So unfortunately, our cities are not ready for it, our employment structure is not ready for it, and our bodies simply cannot cope with these temperatures for an extended period.
Professor, good to see you. Thank you for your time and your expertise. Ilan Kelman, Professor of Disasters and Health at University College London.